here's another reason why you want to take control of what you're doing.
Everything kind of funnels into the only winning move is not to play the game.
I don't know, guys. This whole thing sounds pre-recorded.
And if I don't get like massive feedback, we're going to do good on this show anyway. Hi, how you guys doing? Hey, show number 1 for the new season, season number 3. Welcome to the Weather Report 2026. Here we are. I have to say this. I have done zero freaking any type of preparation for this show because Ken told me not to. So this is a different show today. Yeah, a different show that you ever heard. So that's going to be cool. And I'm looking forward to it because Ken has a surprise for us today. But first, what I want to say before that is that our sponsor, Colockum.coffee, that's Colockum.coffee. That is Bill and Dana out of Washington State. They make the best freaking coffee. They roast the best coffee in the world. And I tell you what, right now, if you go to Colockum.coffee, the link is in the show notes. They have upped their promo code discount to 10%. So if you use the promo code WSMG, that's WSMG, then you will get 10% off of your purchase through February. Because man, I'm telling you what, if you don't go and get some Colockum craft coffee, you're missing out, and you're paying too much at those other little frou-frou places that they have. But anyway, that's what I got to say. That's my read for today. Welcome, Ken. How you doing? Happy New Year, Ken.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We took some time off. It's been good. I've missed talking to everybody. You know, I caught some of the Boomer Bunker and a little bit of Aaron's show at the I'd Say It show live. During the break and stuff, but in the most part, I've just been relaxing. I just had a crazy fall, and I want to take some time to just go.
Oh. Yeah, I tell you what,
I sold a Subaru and replaced it with a man's vehicle, a 2001 rusty GMC Yukon XL with a tow.
You're no longer a Hillary supporter. You're no
Schnott's gone. You know, the whole thing. But anyway, there's a reason why I told Bruce to not take any preparation for this show, because, you know, the usual 15 or 20 minutes of preparation that he does for the show, I said, just take it easy. Just don't overexert yourself. This one here, one of the things I really enjoy to do, and it's one of the biggest things on YouTube, is music reactions and people reacting to this or that. The other thing, well, I love music reactions. And Bruce and I, both being musicians and from totally different genres and styles and whatnot, we have complementary tastes, and we like all kinds of different stuff. So neither of us are like, no, I just like the Rolling Stones rock and roll and everything else sucks. It's like we like a little bit of everything, some classical, some country, some rock and roll, jazz, fusion, whatever. We like a lot of different music. And so Bruce and I talked, you know, ad nauseum many a time on the phone just about, oh, this song, or you got to check out this band. Oh, these guys play by me. I wish you could come out and hear them. You know, I'm in Wisconsin, he's in California, so we don't get to hang out and listen to music. So I came up with the super brilliant idea of, why don't we do some music reactions? And I am a snob when it comes to music. And it doesn't mean the music has to be like the most incredible virtuoso playing, but it has to be good. Like, you know, you got Eddie Van Halen and Van Halen. I loved their first, you know, well, basically all through up until about 1990, 92. I loved everything they did. It was awesome. And they were really, really good, right? But I also like AC/DC. And AC/DC is a lot simpler. But it's well written and it's well done. It's the same songs. They have 4 songs. AC/DC. They do them so well. Yeah, they do them so well. So when I say I'm a musical snob, it's not like, oh, you don't have violins playing and a cello, I'm afraid. Oh, if there's no flugelhorn, I'm not interested. Sorry. It's nothing like that. It's more just the music has to have some soul to it. New music doesn't. Yeah. And this is one of my biggest problems is I try to listen to the radio and find some new music I like, and I can't. There's nothing. Hard rock has turned into some weird kind of garbage. Pop is unlistenable. It's all the same song over and over again with auto tune, which you can tell if you understand what auto tune is, and all those the schlock effects that they can put on vocals now. You realize that none of these people can sing, and they can do it live now too, so they don't even have to sing live. So I thought, let's harken back to some of the people from the past that were incredibly good players, but also very, very successful. And these got air radio play, and so the first three I've got here are kind of from way back in the day, and then we've got a little bit of bait and switch for you. But anyway, new music sucks. Old music's better. That's the theme to start with this. So with that, we're going to add this to stage right here, and we're going to start out with a little something that I've always liked. So Louis Prima was a guy that he was a jazz singer in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And the Ed Sullivan Show, I don't remember the Ed Sullivan Show. Of course, Bruce was in the audience for the first one in 1948. But it was like the biggest show on television. Would you say that, Bruce? I mean, I just missed it.
I would say it was something that we watched every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night. That, and then Lawrence Welk during the 70s.
Lawrence Welk was always there. Yeah,
you know, those shows.
American Bandstand. Yeah, all those old shows before dirt was rock.
So in the late 60s, when you and I would have seen these things, they were already, a lot of it was overdubbed. But back in the 50s, these guys played live. So this is a live performance of Louis Prima doing Just a Gigolo with his wife, who she plays the straight woman in this, and annoyed that he's singing Just a Gigolo, and she's standing right there. It's literally his wife. And they're all having fun, and she's just annoyed, and it's just wonderful. So let's watch this.
Just a gigolo, gigolo, everywhere I go, gigolo, people gigolo, know the power of play. Gigolo, 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 paid for every dance, gigolo, selling his romance. Gigolo, oh, gigolo, 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 and there will come a day, and youth will pass away, and what will you say about me? One day I'll come from the hills, gigolo, and without me, I ain't got nobody. Oh, and it's nobody to kiss for me.
Look at these guys.
Kiss for me. I'm so sad and lonely. Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Want some sweet mama? Come take a chance with me.
Literally his wife.
So bad. Hey, now, feel. Sweet love song. She will only be. I ain't got nobody. Oh, and there's nobody to kiss for me. There's nobody to kiss for me.
This is great radio watch.
It's fantastic.
So this is primetime television. These guys are doing this live. This was a top, 20 hit song. And this is straight up jazz, but it was in the rock and roll era. This is 1957, 59, somewhere in there. What are your thoughts so far on this?
So first of all, we all know that everybody's in shock whoever listened to David Lee Roth, right? So
right.
because David Lee Roth did this song, and
Did it
again,
justice.
and again, yeah, it did great justice. And also at the same time, they had weed back then too. So I mean, the weed wasn't as good as what what David Lee Roth was smoking. But let me tell you something, man. With the saxophone in here, dude, I'm telling you what, I love saxophone. And the
Yes.
fact that these guys are on stage live with his wife right next to him. And like you said before, we were having a little conversation before about Louis Prima being the ladies' man. They were all ladies' men back there, dude. You could smell the must in the studio
Yes.
of the smoke and the alcohol and just the coolness of the air that's running around, right? Because that's the way it was, all nice and airy and everything, and just it would have been enjoyable to see this because it had to be number one, mostly entertaining but hilarious also.
Right. So let's finish this one out. I just wanted to get your your
Absolutely.
idea about it.
Absolutely.
I ain't got nobody cares for me. There's nobody that cares for me. I'm so sad and sad and lonely. Why don't some sweet? Why don't some sweet? Watch your hands. And sing. We love song all of the time. She will only be baby. Baby. And ain't nobody. There ain't a soul. There isn't anyone. There's no one. There can't be one. There shouldn't be one. There mustn't be one. Are you one? He's one. And there's nobody cares for me.
The lack of the what they have today as far as audio editing, because they're not editing on the fly there. That's a straight mic through a freaking amplifier and a speaker along with everybody else's instrument, and it's just live. I mean, it's so live. I couldn't imagine what the acoustics were like in that room. I mean, I'm sure that they did some acoustical stuff in that room to make it sound great as you're there live. But if you're
Sullivan
sitting there
Studio. The Sullivan Studio was one of the greatest. I mean, they had those places figured out. I mean,
absolutely. But it's just incredible, man. I love that. I love seeing that older music only because of the fact that it reminds me. And I come from my dad being kind of in the wrestling business back in the day. I remember those places where these guys used to play, big, airy, just freaking huge, cavernous places, and man, it brings me back. I've always wanted to go to like an Ed Sullivan show just to go see that spectacle, be in that atmosphere, just be in that atmosphere.
Well, and if you think about just the level of they're goofing around and playing. This is why I like to play Louis Prima, because he's not taking himself seriously at all.
No.
But these guys were all serious players. And Louis Prima played trumpet. He was an incredible trumpet player. But all the guys in there, when you see that sax player jumping around like a Kansas City, still playing that sax live on the biggest television show in the entire world with tens of millions of people watching it. And to have them both, messing around with each other the way they did, these people were entertainers. There's a guy now that I would say is to that level, and that's Bruno Mars. I don't like his music. The songs he writes and stuff I think are cheese, but he has that vibe. He can pull it off. So there are some people that can do it. But anyway,
you got Prince and some other entertainers like that can actually put on a show and be entertaining at the same time. And there's very few of them left, but they're still out there.
Yeah, well, and that's where your Taylor Swift, she puts on a spectacle. She's an entertaining show, but it's not the music.
Right.
She has the lights and the pyrotechnics and the dancers and all the things and stuff like that. The music is all the same.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
It's all garbage. So let's move on to the next song. So in the world of John Domingo has haunted me through this whole thing. So I have not put any Tower of Power into this listening session due to the fact that you already know Tower of Power, because it's the best thing that's ever come out of California is you and Tower of Power in that order.
Maybe Y&T, maybe Y&T. There's another band called Y&T, but we can get that.
Oh, well, we'll get to that. Yeah. But anyway, Tower of Power came about at a time where horn bands were huge. So you had 68 through like 73, 74. Chicago. Earth, Wind and Fire came out in the early 70s. Great band. You had Lighthouse. You had Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And then you had Bill Chase. Now, the band called Chase, Bill Chase was the head trumpet player. Most of the horn bands had like 2 saxes, a trumpet, and a trombone, the whole bit. Nope, not Bill Chase. He was the trumpet player that played higher than Maynard Ferguson. And my dad and him used to play a lot of gigs together. They knew each other very well. Unfortunately, his whole band died in a plane crash in 1974.
Oh.
But when it comes to, you and me are both big Tower of Power fans, right? I mean,
right.
if you don't know who Tower of Power is, go look him up. Go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
This guy and all of those other bands, this guy blew them all away as far as his horn section. Now, he had one song that was rather popular, and that's what I'm going to play right now. You probably have heard it, but really pay attention to just how much actual music is in this song, because it's insane. And it's called Get It On. And we all like that, right? So let me bring this. I'll add this to stage.
There we go.
And we'll full screen it here for your. Now, the video in this is crap, but it's kind of fun.
People
sounds pretty good.
Ask why the name Chase.
That's Bill.
Well, it's not only the name of the group.
That's
it's my
right
name
there.
too, Bill Chase. We like jazz and we like rock, so we do both, and we cross over a lot. We're lucky to have 8 great musicians who all believe in the same kind of music.
Before we get into it, I'll start over again. But looking at all this band player, all right, Bruce, how did anybody get a mate back then?
I have no idea.
These are not good-looking people.
But we all wanted to look like that. We all
this.
wanted to look like that. I wanted to look like that. I wanted long hair from the time
I had the long hair. I'm just bringing this up, but we'll rewind a little bit so you can hear the whole song.
Same kind of music.
Get it on in the morning now.
Or trumpet.
I want you when the shine bright. I said I want you when the time is right now. I need you all through the night now. But that feeling's on us. Get it on in the morning now.
Here.
I'm gonna sing, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make love to you. It's gotta be like so clear. I said, come on, girl, now just a shake. Get it on in the morning now. That feeling's gonna be equal. That feeling's gonna be equal. It's gonna be just you and me. Baby, that's the sea.
Little organ for you, huh?
A real organ. A real organ.
The guy's playing the hell out of it. And high note.
I got to get it on, 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 saying I'm gonna take this, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make love to you.
What's that section, the horns?
Come on, girl, now this is it. Get on in the morning now. All that feeling's gonna be you. All that feeling's gonna be me. It's gonna be just you and me now. And you're actually singing.
Now you have to remember this. So back in the day when they used to do these live, in the studio or wherever they were playing at, whether that be Don Kirshner's rock
And that was
concert
live,
or
by the way.
that was live. Okay, so it's way different than the studio cut of this song. So I recognize the song immediately.
Yep.
Immediately came back to the studio cut that I heard before, and I'm going like, okay, this is the same song. All right, but you have to appreciate that back then when you went to a concert, you didn't necessarily hear that, chord for chord song that you heard on the radio. And that was the magic of music back then. I really appreciate that. And that was good.
Because when you're recording in a studio, you kind of reel back a little bit because you want to be able to make sure that when you're playing it live, you can nail it every time. You can always add stuff, but you don't want to make it so hard that you can't do it. Yeah. And these guys, I mean, to have just 4 trumpets like that in doing those kind of harmonies on a rock and roll song, and that song was in the top 50 of and that was in 1971 that was on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's Chase is the name of the band. Bill Chase is the trumpet player that led the band, and like I said, they all unfortunately died in a plane crash in '74. But they put out 2 albums. I think there was one more that they were able
the whole band, Bill Chase and everybody.
They were flying to a gig.
Everybody. Yeah.
So, and I think that like 1 or 2 of them survived, but for the most part, it was over.
Everybody got their money back that night. But anyway, that was a bad joke.
So,
but
so
no, let me add this in.
Sure,
in the era of, and I told you, go ahead and watch this documentary that we saw that was called the Wrecking Crew.
Yes,
and a lot of these songs that Ken's going to do, that I'm going to do probably within the next week or the next 2 weeks, because we'll do this again, are going to be like when you see them live, they're different. And the only reason why you see them live and they're different is because they weren't backed up by people like the Wrecking Crew. So, I just wanted to add that in.
Exactly. So that's a little something that I've got the original Bill Chase album from 1971 because our family's been in, and it's got my sister-in-law's name on it, and it's got my brother's name on it, my other brother's name on it, and then I stole it from him. So we all stole it from each other, and it's just about wore out. But the whole album's incredible, and it's available on Spotify. So check out Chase.
Awesome.
Next up, this is a completely different genre now. This isn't a guy that was in the top 100 radio kind of stuff. This guy's name is Oscar Peterson. He's a piano player, probably the greatest piano player of the 20th century. He could do classical, he could do jazz, but his chops and his playing ability were incredible. And are you familiar with, I forget, Rick Beato?
I've seen Rick Beato's videos.
Rick Beato has a YouTube channel. Go down the rabbit hole.
Go down the rabbit hole with him. He's
fantastic guy. He's a record producer. So he did a video, and I'm very familiar with Oscar Peterson as a piano player. Growing up in my jazz house, everyone knew him. But Rick Beato said, this is the greatest solo that's ever been recorded, ever. And this is a little bit of a long song, you guys. It's about 7 minutes. And we're gonna let go, but it's just a 3-piece. It's just piano, bass, and guitar. And so, Bruce, I'm gonna throw you a little jazz guitar on this one.
There we go.
You've got Barney Kessel playing guitar, who is insane on the guitar.
Okay.
As far as just playing jazz guitar, just the chords. You see the guys just contorting their hands.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
There we go.
The bass player is incredible too, but there is so much going on in this solo from Oscar Peterson playing it. You're going to love it. So I'm going to add this to stage right now, and we're going to full screen it so you can get it. This is from 1974. Again, this is live, and this not only is the greatest piano player ever, he's probably the sweatiest guy as well. So we're going to start it here. Boogie Blues Study.
Yeah, I always wanted to be at a dinner show like that, man. See everybody having dinner over there? God,
I grew up going to stuff like this, man. My dad. It's a little quiet. Just the feel, you know?
Stop that real quick.
Will do.
So to appreciate the kind of music that he's playing right here, and I had to. It's not that I dug it right away, because I did, but the way that they play jazz sometimes. I mean, you got your traditional jazz, you get your easy jazz, you get your this jazz, you get your that jazz, but there's a certain type of jazz that goes through progressions that people would go like, what are these guys doing? But if you really listen close, man, it blends. It blends out of there, and it all seems together, and it is all kind of crescendos itself into a song like he's doing. You can continue that. Go ahead.
Well, and I'm going to hit that again too, and I'll add to your point there is think of your honky tonk piano players in a honky tonk bar.
Yeah.
This is what people were doing, and there was thousands of guys like this, but this guy was the best.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the guys behind him just looking at each other and just be like, listen to what he's doing. Honky tonk.
He is the music.
Effortless. Look at those fingers. They're doing it. How? And it keeps changing. I mean, just for a minute, think about what his left hand is doing. All of that, and his right hand doing something completely different at speed. The bass player is like,
he is just going crazy.
Imagine sitting there watching this, knowing that you have to come in.
Somewhere I have to come in.
Yeah, Cody's got it right. And when these guys kick in, it's like exactly perfect. Here they are. Watch this guitar player too, Bruce. You'll love this guy. He takes a break here. Lets the guitar go. Incredible guitar player.
Flat picking it.
Yep. You know how hard that shit is. Right?
All about guitar theory, man. All about guitar theory.
Yeah. And they're all having fun.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we're a little over halfway through.
Yeah.
What an instrument.
I tell you, a lot of music coming out of that one instrument.
Yeah. This is crazy. Watch this. Walking bass line.
And I will tell you,
Not
right
even
now-
looking.
Yeah.
All these key changes. That's all it does, man.
Imagine what the brain is going through right now to play this.
Oh, nice small room too. Imagine hearing that there.
Right.
I mean, that was a long song, but you were on the edge of your seat the whole time.
To appreciate what he just did, what you just saw right now, with the way his fingers were going, his left hand, his right hand, all that stuff is amazing. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm amazed by people that can play anything other than what I play with guitar, or you play drums, or anybody that plays a two-handed instrument. It's incredible what your mind will do, but I have never wrapped my head around the piano. And with that said, I got to say this, is that all those expressions that you saw on his face, all that sweat Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I want to call it Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Mhm.
Is all a part of every chord that he was playing. I mean, when I play my guitar, for people out there, and my wife will critic me the most, is like, what's all these faces that you're doing? I'm like, that's a part of the emotion of the music. It's part of the essence of that chord. If I don't make that face, I'm not
Doesn't
playing
work.
that chord.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that
Doesn't
chord, right? Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna revert back before that. I thought this music was fucking lame when I was a kid.
Me too.
It was only until I started playing music that I appreciate this stuff, and it's great.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So Cody says, my question is, was he keeping time or just singing out the way he was playing? Well, his
It's
feet
both.
were keeping time, but he's singing along. He's working through. You can see, I was watched a lot of videos of him. He's working through it. He's playing. Stevie Ray Vaughan used to do the same thing. If you watch Stevie Ray Vaughan videos, he has stank face all time, and he's thinking through and singing what he's playing. Peter Frampton just stuck a thing in his face and did it at the same time, and then you can feel like he did.
It's like if I'm playing instrumental or something. A lot of times I'm playing instrumental. I'm like this,
Yeah.
playing. Just got a monkey face or something. But I mean, that's because it's just that's that.
When you're into it, you don't.
When you're into it,
you lose composure of what your face is doing. When I'm
Exactly.
playing drums and I'm getting into it,
I just don't care.
I'm into it, and whatever I'm doing, if the music's good, whatever my face is
Raise your
doing, and
hands in the air because you just
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, right.
so. All right, so let's move on because I want to keep moving on here. We're 9:37. I got a few more to get through here that you were going to love. So remember when I said new music sucks, everything new is bad, everything old is better. Hey, much like an intellectually honest politician, which there aren't any, my mind can be changed. And you can't, I don't like what's on the radio these days. I think it's garbage. And but going through YouTube, I have found an enormous amount of musicians that are just as big on YouTube and internationally as some of the stars that you would know, not Taylor Swift level, but Bruno Mars level, and Kid Rock level of popularity. But you find them on YouTube and on Spotify and all these different, it's like just under this whole music world that sits just under the top 40. That can be incredible. So one of the guys, I saw a video, and I sent you the video before, Bruce, of, remember there was it was a bunch of guys doing a cover of Boston.
Absolutely. Yes, I remember.
And so the guy that played keyboard on that.
Is that Leonid?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. It was the
this was just a bunch of different guys, and they were all like studio guys and famous guys.
No. Yeah, I remember now what you're talking.
And there was a guy playing the keyboard. I was like, wow, this guy's awesome. His name was Lakey Doley. So I started looking him up, and I'm just amazed. He's an Australian dude that just plays like 60s R&B on Hammond organs and puts together these great bands. And it's just bar music, funky, good 60s and 70s bar music. But he's invented his own kind of instrument where he put a whammy bar, huge whammy bar on a keyboard, Bruce, on like a Moog keyboard. And you
a whammy bar.
Yes, you are gonna love this. Now we're gonna have some guitar stuff later for you, special for you. But this is Lakey Doley, and this was a live concert he did in Australia.
A whammy bar. Look at that whammy bar coming out of the top of his freaking.
Look at that thing. So he plays it, but this is his group of players that, I don't know if he tours with them or not, but he put this concert together. There's like 25 people in a room at this recording studio, but he is the most soulful new artist that I've found. So let's further ado, boom.
The only cure for the blues is the blues. The only
That
cure
cool?
for the blues is the blues. I'm gonna take heat medicine for the blues is the blues. I'm gonna take it from my three kings. We're gonna get together to let the good times roll.
Now, pause here for a minute. You guys got to go check out his song because he also does Voodoo Child on this same thing, and it's a keyboard guitar is what he's made into it.
Yeah. You would be surprised how many songs that you hear where there's lead riffs in there, and it ain't a guitar.
Yeah,
and this, if you didn't know, if you didn't have this video up in front of you, you would swear that this guy's ripping on a guitar.
Well, and if you watch the way he plays that thing, it's almost strangely sexual, but he has such control over it.
He's making love to that thing. He
is absolutely just nailing it.
Yeah. Yeah. You look at his feet.
Yeah. And the rest of the band's
toes. He's up on his toes.
Yeah.
He's back on his heels. Hips are going.
Do what he has? He has that Louis Prima entertainment. He has the entertainer in him. He's playing it up, and that's what you got to do. Love a Hammond organ, right? Great horn section.
There you go, John.
Breaking it down.
How about it for the horns of conviction, ladies and gentlemen?
The horns of conviction.
Please make him feel welcome. You know him. The legend on the drums. Please give it up for Mr. Jackie Barnes.
Now he's going to do some stuff here. And I'm a drummer. I like guys that can really play the shit out of their drums. But there's guys that have the funk, that feel it. This guy's got all the chops. You'll see it in a minute. But what he starts to do is just keeping it real, not getting too crazy. And then you get crazy. Looks like one of your people too, Bruce. I like the two different snares. But just tasty. I mean, it's just tasty.
Now you have to have like 4 different brains to play this.
Just keeping it simple. Building it. Back to simple. Not simple.
Jackie Barnes on the drums. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. You don't live a good
So why do the drummers get the girls?
What was that?
Why do the drummers get the girls? Why
Well,
do the
the crazy-
drummers get the girls? Huh?
Fast hands.
Yep, he's an entertainer for sure. Got to look right in straight in that video, right in straight in that camera.
Yep.
So, that was obviously excellent. I mean, absolutely excellent with the way that he, was just this I don't know, inventor. I don't want to say he invented that, but of course, probably other people have had it. But the fact of the matter that he even wanted to bring that out and play live is incredible. Now, with that said, you being a drummer, also, and you're
Right.
and you're just starting a piano.
Yes.
And I have a question. So piano, you have to read chords, you have to read music, and it's one of those things where, I mean, you can do it like guitar, where you can just learn by hearing and all this other stuff like I do. I can't read a lick of music. I can barely read tab, but I've got probably 600 songs in my repertoire that I can do.
Of course.
That I learned, just hearing it. With piano, you have to read music. With drums, there's no chords, right? It's just
No, drum music is really difficult because each drum is a note. So, like, you think about notes, you have you don't read, so you don't even think about notes. But
I don't even think about notes.
So,
all they are is
think
just little scribbles on paper, little things.
Think about a 5-piece drum set, normal 5-piece drum set: snare drum, 2 toms, floor tom, bass, couple cymbals, and a hi-hat. Each one of those is a line on the music. And then each one of those, depending on how you hit it, it has a different symbol on what it's if it's an open hi-hat or a closed hi-hat, that's two different notes. It's really hard to read.
Would you say that most drummers don't read music, or they do read
yes,
music?
because we don't have to, because we're when you're a drummer, you're just cool enough, you don't need to do it. Just start it off. I'll come in, watch this shit.
There we go. All right.
And how many drummers have you told, hey, you know what? Just start a beat and I'll come in with something.
Yeah, just follow this.
Right.
You know me.
And
I'm not going to give you a click track.
I can read music, but sight reading is really difficult. And going back into learning the piano as I jumped in August, it's really difficult. I mean, I'm playing like Frere Jacques and shit like that, trying to figure it out. It's it takes a while.
Yeah, I bet.
So moving on to, all right, this is now going to be something completely different. YouTube has created huge artists. Tom McDonald is one in the rap world, which I don't love his stuff. I'm not a rap guy or hip hop, but he is as big as you can get without having a record label. He just made it all himself. So next one is a group called the Dirty Loops. And there were a group of guys in Sweden or Norway that all went to music school together. I guess the web that's holding everything I'm showing you together is everyone I'm showing you is incredibly good at what they do. And these guys, they started out doing like jazz fusion covers of Justin Bieber songs in like 2011 and 2012 when they were in college as a joke. And it took off. And they started getting thousands and thousands and then eventually millions of views to the point it caught the attention of Quincy Jones, who then said, hey, you guys are onto something here. Why don't we do some stuff together and I'll produce it?
Okay.
So a lot of their stuff is very poppy, like pop music kind of feel. And that's what I'm going to play here. Because my goal here is to show you, yeah, there's new musicians that are absolutely incredible players that can put together a pretty kick-ass pop song that you're never going to hear on the radio, but it's 1,000 times better at the same time still being a pop song that if you played it in a club, people would go nuts.
Right.
So this is the Dirty Loops. We'll add this back to stage. Go full screen for your viewing pleasure right there.
Look at that drum set already. Jeez.
Yeah, this drummer is at another level. Look at that set.
Holy smokes.
And notice they all have a lot of marks on them because he's using them all. Again, he has 2 snare drums, a shit ton of cymbals, one of the fastest set of hands ever. The bass player is world-renowned. The singer and keyboard player, his voice is insane. In fact, there was a tribute to Michael Jackson, and they hired this, and Quincy Jones put it on, and they hired him, this guy, to sing all the Michael Jackson songs because he sounds just like him, but he's a white guy. So it's really
does this guy have a foot bass also, or what are we looking at here?
What?
Well, I mean, you usually have a foot bass too, and then you got all the pedals, right? I mean, how many?
Yeah, he's got double pedals there. You can't really see in this picture, but yeah, he's got double.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Okay, I see it. I see it. Okay, I see it.
The other thing is these guys know how to have fun. And they're all just, like you said, they're all buddies in school, and they just started putting stuff together as a joke. And it's turned into millions and millions of views and touring worldwide and all this kind of stuff, just as you would if you hear it on the radio. But you won't hear this on the radio, which is a shame because you should. So without further ado, let's hit it. This is called Rock You. This dude can sing.
Stop real quick. I've seen this, but not from you. Not from you. Okay.
So you can just enjoy it.
The Duchess of New Jersey shared this with me. She says, watch this. Bruce, this is incredible. It is, guys out there, even if you're listening to this show on the audio, this is incredible. Gotta listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this. Bass player is insane. Heinrich. Friday night, am I out of line? Am I putting it down? On your move, on your move, on your not try to smooth. Let me rise, get the crazy eyes that try to read the signs. On your move, on your move, on your not try to smooth. Apologize, but to realize when it all comes out, it's only one thing on my mind. I wanna live, seeing everything, but you know I'm a cross, nothing there for me to do. I just want to rock you. I like dynamite, let's go. You feel so right, you make me feel so right. Rock you. I like dynamite, let's go. You make me feel so right, you make me feel so right. Rock you. Stick sweet, think you got the beat, that's good to take the lead. Elevator, get your knockery, and we'll be fine with me. Apologizing, but I realize there's only one thing on my mind. I wanna live.
guy listened to a lot of Michael Jackson.
One more time.
This guy listened to a lot of Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, he sounds exactly. I mean, exactly like him, but so much better. I mean, he just can really. I mean, Michael Jackson was actually a great singer, but
a lot of music, man. A lot of music. This puts my faith back into the youth of music. That
these guys are all in the 30s.
That they can do it. That they can do it. You can do
and
it,
actually,
guys.
Bruce, I'll give it you. So like we talked about Rick Beato before. Rick Beato did an interview with these guys for an hour and a half. Okay. It was fabulous because they're like super chill.
Yeah,
I mean, they're really good. And they think that's not boring. But these dynamics, they break it down. It's not just one thing. This guy's great. Crazy. What the hell was that? I'm going back.
These are all the guys that you want to kick their ass in freaking like elementary school and junior high because they were all geeks, right? Yeah. And now they're pulling it big time now.
And then they're nailing this. But let's take a minute and see that again. Listen to the tightness of it.
Yeah.
Cardi B ain't doing that.
Yeah. This is not your sit around the campfire music. You're not going to hear me play this on my acoustic outside sitting around.
We're not covering that. We're not covering that one in the bar.
Yeah, we're not covering.
But again, this is some people that just in the eloquent words of Ilhan Omar, these are some people that got together and did some things.
Yeah, they did something.
But for good and not evil. I didn't mean to get political there, but they're from Sweden.
But that's all right, because if anything was going to make me gay, I mean, seeing those guys are going to make me gay. So,
well, I've got two more. We're going to go a little bit over tonight, Bruce. We're going to go two more. They're not super long.
We'll do it.
And so that was the Dirty Loops. Go check them out. Go to their site. Check them all out. This one here is in.
So Cody says he's going to cover that one in the bar, so don't worry about it.
Awesome. This is a Minneapolis guy. You may or may not have heard of him, Bruce. His name's Corey Wong.
Okay.
He's half American, half Chinese. That's the Wong part. And this is for you, Bruce. This is the rhythm guitar god of the century. I have never seen a better rhythm guitar guy, and about the tightest band I've ever seen. And I haven't seen them live, even though they're from here. So let's get this full screened up.
Rock me, baby.
And this is some funky shit right here. Let me roll it back just a hair. Here we go. Crazy horn section. Is that a rhythm jam or what?
I love it. Don't have to worry where that pick's at. You just freaking push that thing up and down and make the music. See that guy, the bass player, boring, man. He's got to do both of these things all the time. Yeah, that's boring stuff.
Hitting it.
Oh yeah. My buddy Amy, she would love this.
Corey Wong. And the tightness of the horns. Listen to that. This is live. Good drummer.
You go through a lot of picks, though.
So before we get the drummer, this is really reminiscent of some early 80s funk, that some Prince kind of stuff, and it all kind of feels like that. But again, no one's singing. There's no words to this. But you put this on at a dance club, and people will go batshit crazy. Drummer's incredible too, of course. And a lefty, which is weird.
Looks like Aaron with hair.
Yeah. Love that, the Wowie. It's you and me, Bruce. Guitar and drum. We sound just like this, everyone.
After a lot of drinks. On our midnight show. Or the midnight show.
Right. But again, you play guitar, you know more than I do. The amount of energy that he's doing to just keep that funk groove going.
It's
a gift.
I don't want to say, so sometimes it can get monotonous, but if you are in the middle of jamming, I mean, it's effortless. I mean, you can get tired and stuff, but that's why he has all these people around him, because he can take, he can take a minute. They take just a short couple of seconds to, the fret hand going like this, and maybe, it's a little sore here, but, other than that, man, it's great. I love playing rhythm. I would rather play rhythm than anything else. I've tried playing lead guitar. I just can't do it. I don't have the mental capacity.
This is why I wanted to show you this guy, because this is rhythm taken to a whole different level.
Yeah.
Those little bends,
Yeah.
Listen to the horns. Notice they're all young guys.
Yep. And the beauty about it is playing rhythm is that basically you only have to know your pedals. That's basically what you need to know, because you don't care about the knobs on the guitar. Those are all set up. You probably usually freaking knock some of them, even disconnect them, because you just need it to be at a certain volume, and that's what you need. So you use your pedals, and it's I don't know, it's my preferred
And he's got
way.
some cool effects on that.
He does, absolutely. He's got. I was looking at his pedals down there.
Yeah. This guy's insane. He's another Russian enforcer, like our friend at Horrible Designs.
Yeah. He wants to kill me right now.
Let me hear the notes he can hit.
Awesome.
That's cool. That's Corey Wong, and again, I entice people to follow him and watch his videos. He's got whole concerts that are like an hour long, hour and a half long, and they're all recorded great. So if you have a good stereo to listen to, and they're fantastic. So again, new guy, younger guy. He's in his 30s, and just got it going through YouTube, and then touring and playing stuff. I've got if you like Corey Wong and you like the Dirty Loops, spoiler alert, those guys got together and recorded a bunch of songs together with Quincy Jones. So it's the Dirty Loops, the horn section, and Corey's band there. Mm-hmm. So he's playing guitar, and then the Dirty Loops they're doing the little vocals, and it's incredible. Yeah. They do a version of Thriller by Michael Jackson, because obviously he sounds like him. It blows Michael Jackson's version away, and that's a good version. So anyway, what'd you think?
I thought it was fantastic, dude. I'm serious. Like from a rhythm player's point of view, it was incredible to be able to sit there and just watch somebody pretty much take over a show, take over the whole stage with just rhythm guitar. You don't need anything else other than that. Like I said, the technique is basically, like I said, as a musician myself who's played rhythm guitar, it could get monotonous, but something like that is fun to play. So,
well, if you're playing, if you're doing some James Brown, for 20 minutes.
If you're doing Eagles, it's just I mean, that's what you get. But I mean, I've been blessed to playing with my partners and stuff like that who are various experiences, and it's nice having other guitars around you to take over when you can't be there. So I mean, that's the thing. So I can appreciate that guy's effort, and it's nice to know that there's young people out there that are appreciating music. I love it.
Well, in the world that is John Domingo, the Boomer Bunker podcast. And this one isn't for
Grandpa
Duchess.
John.
Yeah, this one isn't for Duchess. She'll like it. She'll love it. You'll love it. I love it. But John, being the Earth, Wind, and Fire juggernaut, he loves them, right? I also feel that. And we've also gone back and forth of Tower of Power. Well, I said I'm not putting any Tower of Power in here out of respect for John, and that you know it. Yeah. But I'm also not going to put any.
He had the chance to go see them, right? Just recently, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Did he see him?
I don't know.
But I'm not going to have the band Earth, Wind, and Fire play either. However, because Russia, there's a group in Russia called Leonid and Friends.
Yes.
That started out doing covers on YouTube about 7 years ago. And it exploded to the point that they were doing Chicago covers, and as good as you could get, these musicians. They're all studio guys over there, and they've got a girl that Chinese Russian that is like Taylor Swift level over there. Everyone knows who she is, and she sings along. These guys have toured the country over here a bunch of times. I've seen them live a bunch of times, been backstage, hung out, talked to them. Half of them don't even speak English. They're based out of Moscow, and they do these covers of these songs. The bass player, Leonid, he was a music producer, or is a music producer, like of the highest, you know, he's the Rick Beato, I guess, of Russia.
There you go.
You know, and so he has all these musicians, and he would tell stories about having to go, you know, when he was in school, he graduated high school in like 69. He's like, yeah, they had to, you know, they told you where you were going to college and what you were going to do, and they told me to be an accountant. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I got to pick the school to be an accountant at, and I found one that had a music place. So I'd sneak into the back rooms and steal instrument. I mean, it was just what he had to do for his craft is incredible. The story's great. Leonid and Friends is their YouTube channel. Go see them. They have hundreds of millions of views. But we're going to throw this one up here too. And this one's for you, John Domingo, just to show that I love these guys just as much as you do. This is these guys doing a cover of Fantasy by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And it's incredible. Mind you, these people don't speak English. So Leonid is the bass player, the old guy. But look how many young guys there are. Now, and let me just say, when Earth, Wind, and Fire did this, again, this is for John, they used synthesizers.
Yes.
He got a string section to show up.
Yes.
Just saying. The Russians can do some shit.
Victory in a land called fantasy. Love and life, a new decree. Bring your mind to everlasting liberty.
And I will say this too. These guys are doing this live. This isn't put together. This is a concert, and I've seen them 3 times live. They are exactly this tight live.
Yeah. That's amazing.
To behold, to your soul is ecstasy. You will find the God of kindness Cause fear is such a view, many lives just brought you to. As you stand for the pain, and the sea has in store for you. Know the light, you see the truth. It's your day, shine a day, all your dreams come true. As you fly in the sky, with the wind, as you fly away, you smile from your lips and say, I am free, yes I'm free, now I am away. Come to see victory in a land of fantasy. Nothing like you and me to behold, to your soul is ecstasy. Such a view, many lives has brought you to. Recognize that you're right, now be
Awesome. Dude,
I can't sing, so I'm amazed by
no,
singers.
I hear you. I hear you. My comment before you go is that the level of accuracy to the cover
Right.
is impeccable. And this is not the first time I've heard Leonard and Friends.
Right.
I was turned on.
And they
to
got
them by-
dozens and dozens of songs on there.
I was turned on to them by a buddy of mine who lives very close to me. He went down to Santa Cruz and saw them as they were performing there. And I'll tell you something that you've got to appreciate this because of your dad. Because he was a composer, commanding the attention of tens of maybe 50 musicians at the same time,
Right.
and getting them so tight that you could put on a show of immense proportion, just like these people just did. And to be able to be so tight with that many musicians is incredible to me. It's something that I don't aspire to do it, because it's just like, man, that's a lot of just being able to be precise with everything. It's incredible, man. Thank you for freaking even doing this, man, because it was freaking real.
No, I've got one to do as an outro. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment and talk about from Louis Prima to Bill Chase to Oscar Peterson, Lakey Doley, for crying out loud. You're going to go down the Lakey Doley rabbit hole, Bruce, because it's out of everything I've played tonight, it's as far as like just great bar music. His whole repertoire is that he does a bunch of Steve Winwood stuff, because he has that raspy voice, so he can do Steve Winwood. Right. So he does some of the Steve Winwood stuff great. Like I said, he does Voodoo Child, with his whammy bar and his keyboard. And it's just giving it justice, and he's fantastic. So I'm going to find something else that's just fun.
Yeah.
So you tell me what you thought about what you think while I'm finding.
Well, I'll tell you what, because we're going to do this show again, and we're going to do the show reverse ways, because I'm going to bring up some songs and some music that I listened to, that I grew up with, that I even experienced once I moved here to the South Valley of Santa Clara County with some buddies of mine. And other than that, and just, I'm hoping that I can do justice to this show the way that you did justice to it, man, because it's just incredible of the music that you brought forth to me, man. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So
I've got one.
There we go.
I've got one more. I'm working on it right now. I'm getting
to working on it right now, guys.
Well, I'm getting to
like I said,
the ad at the beginning of the video is what I'm trying to get through.
But in the future of the show, we're going to do this again, because I think we're going to do this often. I think that's what we need to do, even if we have to bring guests on and have their list of music that they want to bring on, and just kind of tickle our fancies with them.
Well, there's so much good music out there, and like I said, I started this off. It was my bait and switch that new music sucks, because the stuff they hear on the radio does suck for the most part. It's garbage. but there's so much else out there. You don't need the radio anymore.
Yeah, you don't. No.
You can just find stuff. Like I had got the flu in 2021. Yeah, it was after we moved here because I got the jab and it ended up getting me sick for 6 months. And I had a flu so bad that winter. It's February, and I was just sicker than hell. And you're sick, you lay on the couch every 20 minutes, you get up and throw up, or it's one of those terrible flus.
Right.
And so you're just watching anything. And I found the dirty loops. It just came into my For You page. And during COVID, no one could do anything, and they're in Switzerland, everything's shut down. And so they got together and said, screw it, let's just make some fun music. So they did a series where just three of them sat in this little teeny like hotel room or one of their houses or something, and they did a bunch of songs that are all short. And this one's called the series is called Songs for Lovers. But then that was a joke. And if you watch their videos at the end, there's a long like the end of a movie, you get all the lines
all the
coming
credits.
through.
Yeah, all the credits.
Read them because they're hilarious, because it's all wise ass stuff. It's like stuff you and me would write. But this is Songs for Lovers. This is called Bitten by the Kitten. And it's just, I'm going to end this up as a way to show you guys what I'm talking about pure musicianship when they're just getting together and jamming and having fun. This is what you get.
Cool. Yep, can't hear it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Can't hear it.
There's no. Oh, you know what?
Can't hear it.
Should I have hit the that's right, I didn't put it on there. This was my fault, you guys.
See, now I'm gonna have to edit this out. See,
no, you leave that in, because that is messing up.
You messed it all up.
And so I'm going to reshare this and then click on the little button.
Here's the John Domingo of the Weather Report.
Yeah, John Domingo he would not approve. So we're going to share screen. We're going to go to window and click that. And over here, we're going to click audio. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And we're going to click on this one right here, and we're going to hit share. And it's going to be so much better with sound.
Yeah, it does. It really is. It doesn't have that. Weird.
Well, do it even better than that. I got the wrong video. So again, talk amongst yourself for a moment. This will be. I'll get the right one. I just clicked on the wrong.
Well, as I'm sitting here waiting for, I was going to brew myself up a huge pot in the morning of Colockum craft coffee.
Colockum
craft coffee.
They also have K-cups.
They do have C. We call them C cups because Mr. Coffee there is Mr. C. But anyway, if you go to colloccumcraft.coffee, that's the link that's down in the show notes right there. Colloccumcraft.coffee. Use the promo code WSMG. That's WSMG. You can get 10% off of your purchase all the way through February, and they are some nice people. Bill and Dana are the greatest people in the world. They roast up some great coffees, and if you haven't had them, go out there and try it. It's not outrageously expensive, but if you be a coffee snob, it can be. Anyway, go to colloccumcraft.coffee for the best coffee in the world, and away with the show. There we go. Let's do it.
So we'll do this, and this will be our last little thing. It's just a short little ditty. It's 4 minutes. But it's the three guys sitting in a room just having fun.
There we go.
So let's hit it. Now look at this bass. It's got all kinds of weird frets that are twisted and stuff. Maybe you know what that's about.
Well, it's a 6-string bass, number one.
But the frets themselves aren't straight. See?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, down at the end.
That drummer hits those things. You know how loud that had to be for those guys? It's just a jam, you know? All right. I played this from my dad before he died because I was trying to show him, look, Dad, there are some young people making some great music.
Yeah.
This next part, literally, he's like, that is incredibly difficult. And I was like, yes, I played something that he appreciates. So I'm going to rewind just a hair and we're going to go to the next part.
Oh, steps.
Tight. All of a sudden they got serious.
I've seen very few people that can do steps.
The bass player, right? Free freaking guy.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's it.
That's crazy.
So that ends just the tip of the iceberg of the musical journey I can take you on, Bruce.
Yep. Yep.
We could do shows like this 3 times a month. We don't have to.
No,
Well,
but we're
we
definitely
could.
going to do this again. That is true because I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. And like I said, I'm going to turn the tables on you in a future episode. And we're going to do the same thing with music that I know exactly that you haven't heard.
I
of
can't wait.
before. And it's going to
Can't
be
wait.
fun. Some of it covers, some of it original, and a lot of it is just going to be fun music. And I really appreciate it, man. I really do. It was a
Right.
fun show.
Well, I want to just show people that there is incredibly good music out there from the past that you can watch. And there's a lot of people doing some incredible stuff right now that you're not going to hear in the radio. So, you know, turn the radio off, go into YouTube, go into Spotify. These people are on Spotify, you know, and search out some of these bands that we've seen.
Yeah.
You really enjoy it. There's a lot to like. You're not going to like everything, of course, like anyone would. But so check out Dirty Loops for sure, Lakey Doley. Go to Rick Beato's page because that's how I found a lot of these people too. He does a fun thing every once in a while where he does the top 10. He reviews the top 10 songs on Spotify about every 6 months.
Right.
And it's usually hilarious because usually they're all garbage. But there'll be 1 or 2 gems in there that he'll be like, check this band out. And you go check them out. You're like, wow, these guys are really good. So there's lots of new ways to find music. And just please go out there. In our world of politics and Venezuela and Russia and Trump
and all this other
and
stuff we talked
legit
about,
walls and Somalia, you know what? You can just go and listen to some great music once in a while and just chill the hell out.
Chill the hell out. Get away from it, man. But hey, all these links, because I'm going to press Ken to send me all these links and on all that. We'll put those in the show notes so you guys can enjoy them yourself and search out these guys. But yeah, go out there and do a freaking rabbit hole somewhere else other than politics and all the doom scrolling that we do every day. So we can go out and do that. But I guarantee you, we're going to do it again next week. We're crawling up on 100 episodes, Ken. We're about 8 episodes away from 100 episodes. Man.
You mean we're almost 1%ers?
We're almost 1%ers. We're going to be 1%ers soon. How does that make you feel, man? We're going to be 1%.
It makes me feel like you know what would be great right now is a cup of Colockum craft coffee.
Exactly. And if you go get Colockum
The
craft
title
coffee,
sponsor, the title sponsor.
They are
For the Weather Report.
Yeah, they are great. They're the first sponsor and our only sponsor right now. So if on that other corner, you can see, if you can see your logo right there, if you advertise on WSMG, info@weatheredsoul.com if you want to go there. We got empty spaces all over our place, and you could just go there and contact us, and me and Ken will get together with you on a Zoom call or whatever we can do and see what we can do about getting you back on the show and advertising your fine product here. And yeah, like I said, we're crawling up on 100 shows, man. Can't wait. We're going to do another show next week. So like I said, and I leave you every week as I always do. This is a brand new season. Whoop, look at what I did right there.
You get all excited there, Bruce.
I got all excited there. Anyway, this is season.
Look at the thing.
Season 3, episode 1, actually episode 92, but we will be back next week with another edition of the Weather Report. You guys have a great week and be good to yourselves. We will see you later. Bye-bye. We're supposed to get out of here somehow. I don't know how we get out of here.
Hit the button.
How do we get out of here? I'm trying to hit the button right now. There we go.